Hi, welcome to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. I tell you, well, everything's happening in 45 days and it's all over. But what we're going to do, we're going to pause for 1 minute here in honor of our former engineer here, Jim Travelin.
All right, Jim, this is from all of BCMC. This is your Lifetime Achievement Award awarded to Jim Travelin.
Oh, that's very nice.
And in appreciation for a lifetime of outstanding service and selfless dedication to Bowie Public Access Television. Thank you. From all of us. That came from the whole membership.
Oh, very, very, thank you very much for the board.
He's had his own television shows over the years. He's directed other people's shows.
Thank you very much. Oh, here we want to go. I tell you, I was just thinking about this year and how fast it went. So we have Camara Richmond here. She's going to tell us about all of these turkeys coming in. Yes, we're going to be giving out turkeys here up to the 21st of November. Mm-hmm. Right. So Camara, my co-host here, she has been working hard, and all these people been waiting for the turkey. The turkeys are here. Camara, tell us a little bit about this organization that's giving away free turkeys here at the center at 2614 Ken Hill Drive.
Yes, right where we are today.
Right.
And so the organization is the Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club of Maryland.
Buffalo Soldiers.
Yes, so they honor the Buffalo Soldiers from the 1800s.
Oh, wow.
And so from the organization, they do a lot of sponsorship, a lot of, let's say, community service.
Community service. I've heard of them before.
Right, so they do scholarship programs. Their
scholarship program is fantastic. That's what we need. We need more of those.
Exactly. And so they really work on trying to help families do what they need to do to make it a better place for them. So as you mentioned, they are giving away turkeys. They're going to give out 100 turkeys.
100 turkeys?
Yes.
Where did the line start?
I'm telling you.
I'll get in the line right after the show to make sure that I get one.
Right, and so so I don't forget, they are doing this from 11 to 11:30 a.m. And you mentioned the address, so it's the Bowie Interfaith Pantry at 2614 Ken Hill Drive, Suite 134, just a few doors down from where you are. Now, the turkey drive is in conjunction with 4 other organizations. And so it's the DC School River Terrace Education Campus, and they are located in Northeast. It is the Veterans Community Research and Referral Center, which is also in Northeast. We also have the HUD Veterans group, that's also in Northeast. And let's see, Mr. Brown, I am missing one here. Let's see, and there's another organization. So it's about 4 organizations.
Are giving away more than 100 turkeys.
They're all giving away 100 turkeys.
This holiday season coming up here, you know, and everybody likes turkey. They don't want to be a turkey.
but they want a turkey.
But they like turkeys.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The second one is the Bowie Interfaith Pantry, and so they are also, they're located here.
Yeah, the Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie Interfaith.
Interface will also be participating.
Yeah, so it's all
congratulations to all of those organizations that take the time. Not only are they involved with the turkeys, they're involved with the scholarships. They're involved with the young people that need help year-round, like scholarships. And we want the young people to get involved in in the what do you call it, a voting system too. You know, that's
Oh,
one thing you may,
absolutely.
a lot of things you can't do, but you can register and you can vote. And it's important for you all to be part of the system. And you become part of the system when you vote. So these organizations are promoting this turkey drive.
Exactly.
You know, for votes too.
Yeah.
For young people to get involved into the political system. Because your future depends on
the young
political
people.
system. And we're talking about scholarships, we're talking about jobs, we're talking about a lot of things that some of us take it for granted because it was easy. But it's a lot of people out there that need help. And we're making this appeal from the Ed Brown Show and from Camara's radio show that we participate in this holiday drive. Hey, look, it's only 45 days, babe. And it'll be, what'll it be, 2018.
Wow,
We were talking about
2018.
how fast the year went and basically how we can help somebody else. And 2018, that's what we want to do. We want to help somebody else, you know. And this is a good way to start with the turkeys.
It is, and also as I'm reading the press release, they are also going to do a Christmas clothing drive.
Christmas clothing drive
So
also.
we'll
and that will be held at 2614.
now, I'm not sure where,
Yeah.
so we're just giving like a little early shout out. But when I get more information, we'll bring that. But two, I don't want to forget the website for the Buffalo Soldiers Motor Club. The site is www.buffalosoldiers-maryland.net. So that's www.buffalosoldiers-maryland.net, because you really want to just not support the organization just for the turkey drive,
right?
but
because it's
all
so
year
many
round.
other things,
Right, all year round, and so you can make donations, and so I would encourage people to go on the website and get as much information as you can. And when they were talking about the Buffalo Soldiers of the 1800s, it's the 9th and 10th U.S. Cavalries, which is great. So I'm going to need to go back and get my study back on for the Buffalo Soldiers.
Because this organization has been functioning for years.
Yes,
and this is
1800s.
something they're trying to encourage young people to participate, both as volunteers, and make sure, you know how important things are. Voting is one of the most important things. You want to secure your future. You know, voting is one step that you need to do, because, hey, how many have school loans? How many have all kinds of problems trying to go to school because it's so expensive? And then we go to the basic part that they're getting involved. We're going to have a clothing drive. Hey, what's the temperature out there? 32? 32 is freezing.
Yes.
And we take it for granted. We just reach in the closet and get the heavy coat when the winter comes, you know. But there's people out there that really need your help as far as winter clothes coming up. The winter's coming, and hey, it's pretty chilly out there when you don't have a overcoat, a real overcoat, when it gets in the 20s. And this organization is sponsoring a clothing drive. And the idea is that they know, and you know, that winter's coming, you know, and you're going to need those heavy clothing, and they're making that appeal too during this holiday season. That's Christmas and Thanksgiving. Isn't that correct, Camara?
What would be great, or what is great, is when you see a whole sea of these Buffalo Soldiers on their motorcycles.
Right.
Just
that's it. Where do they
driving.
operate? They operate from Prince George County.
Now, this chapter's in Maryland.
In Maryland.
So I'm assuming, I think it's probably countrywide.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think
it's
it's
a countrywide organization. They have different chapters
Yes.
in different states. Right?
Yes.
Right.
And so they do, I know, the friend that gave us this information, I mean, they ride all across the country, and and they stop to do good work for families. And so it's a really good organization. So I encourage people to go on the website, the Buffalo Soldiers.
Right.
Yes.
If you can't volunteer or get involved in this drive here, I know Christmas holidays is something that everyone wants to be as comfortable as possible, and things that make you comfortable is clothing and food, and you think of the future. This organization is the Buffalo Soldiers. They're thinking in terms of scholarships. They're opening the doors for you for different organizations that are giving scholarships. As many churches, a lot of people, they don't think about it, but many churches give scholarships to
Yes.
universities. And those are places that you need to contact and find out how do you qualify for a scholarship.
And there are lots of organizations, we have a niece that's getting ready to go, and I was just online looking up all the different types of scholarships. So one organization, you may get $1,000.
Yes.
You may get $500. I mean, every little bit helps. And I just encourage people to, because you love Google, to go on Google and see what local organizations are giving out food drives that you can help participate in or support all across, especially Prince George's County, because that's where we are. So just look for organizations that are going to help, not only for Christmas and Thanksgiving, but all year round.
Yeah, that's the idea, is that these organizations, they just don't function during the holidays. They function year round. And this is something that the youngsters need year round, and the families need year round. But the emphasis during the two major holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you want someone to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and all that good stuff, participate as a volunteer or participate with your dollars. They take contributions too.
And
Right?
the other thing, talking about scholarships, is for kids, you have to have community service. Scholarships starting from, I forget what age they start now, but I think it's like like even middle school.
Well,
you have to have a certain amount of credits.
Right.
Of customer service. Well, yeah, it's service. To for the end of the year. So a lot of kids, they will volunteer, to do anything.
Yes.
Just get those credits for school, which I think is important.
And really, speaking of credits, you can volunteer for the various programs on shows and television, the Ed Brown Show, because the universities are participating in the giving scholarships to volunteers and individuals and you have to qualify by volunteering yourself for different programs that they have all over the country, not just the county. And then what do you want to do? You want to get involved with this, because then that opens your eyes and you become a complete citizen when you vote, when you go out there and help someone else to participate in this great country of ours.
And something you just mentioned, there have been a lot of great organizations on your show. And so I encourage people to kind of just go back and listen to all the Ed Brown shows. Because, we've always had good organizations. There have always been great guests. And so there are a lot of places where, you can give your time and energy just by listening to some of your previous shows. Like last week, there was the first female president of Bowie State.
Yeah, Dr. Bo.
Dr. Bo, and
Right.
the before that, the week before that,
We had some young people that are interested
Right,
in running
in
for the
politics.
county
Right,
council.
right.
And this is the type of information we're trying to get out to the people, especially the young people, because
Yes.
the political system, as you know it may look cumbersome, but you have to do your homework. And people have to realize that. You don't worry about Aunt Susie and Uncle John, what they think of a person. You yourself go out, anyone that's running for office, first thing you do is ask them, do they believe in term limitation? Because see, we
Answer
don't
is
want
yes.
yes, you want to give the young people a chance. In order to give young people a chance and change, you have to have term limitation.
Exactly.
So the young people right now in Prince George County, they're having a difficult time with the school board because the youngsters are speaking up. And that's what we want. We want participation from the young people into the political system because they are the future.
They are the future.
And the idea, the more educated they are politically, the better off the country will be.
And it was really interesting because there were two young gentlemen. I mean, they are very young.
Yes.
Getting interested into the political arena. And there is another young man, he's in Washington, D.C., and I forget what ward or district, but he is always on TV advocating for his district.
Yes.
So, I mean, for a lot of young people now, I think with this last election and the way it probably affected their parents and grandparents,
Yes.
that maybe that's a new activism that's coming where younger people are thinking, I can make a difference, and let's start in the political arena.
Because your organizations, your area where you live, evaluate the political system, you have to be active in your political system. This is the only way that you can express yourself. You have an opportunity, and hey, your grandparents and all, they didn't have the education that you, an opportunity that you have. You have it, and you have to start using it.
Exactly.
You have to, you can vote when you're 18. So, I don't know, understand and find out where your polling places are and who's running, and do some homework as far as the future is concerned. And it is a positive thing for everybody. Positive things for the country, positive things for the state, the county, and the cities.
But one thing, too, Mr. Brown, you always talk about is no one goes to those meetings.
Right.
So you want a difference you want a difference made in your community, but you're not going to the local meetings.
The civic meetings, the local meetings. It's so very important to realize is that the civic association president or treasurer or whoever, maybe you don't even know them. But you have to get to know them because sooner or later they may be your senator or representative.
Absolutely.
If they stay in the political system. And you yourself, you have to be active in the political system. You have to go to you ride by these signs, say hearing at such and such a time, and people just take it for granted. They just complain about something instead of going to the hearings. Going to the hearings is more important than you telling Aunt Susie and Uncle John about how terrible some law is that they are thinking about passing. They're going to pass that law if you sit at home and complain. But they're going to think about it. They're going to think when you stand up there and you give them your opinion about zoning, give your opinion about a bill that's being passed. I'm sure all of you have some. I'm sure that most of you have ideas about transportation. ideas about Metro, ideas about your own
Absolutely.
neighborhood.
Absolutely.
You know, the guy that had parties all night or something, you know what I mean, keep you up, or someone in the neighborhood is not taking care of their property. That's one thing
Right.
that Prince George County it really has a big problem, is empty housing. I think there was a couple deaths where individual homeless, they broke into an empty house and set it on fire, and both of them died, you know. But it's your duty in your neighborhood to stay alert at all times. When you see something that looks different, just call the police. Don't get involved with this situation. Just call the police when you see people in your neighborhood that that are doing things that negative.
Right.
Because sooner or later it's going to affect you and your property.
Exactly. Exactly.
These are things we are talking about for this coming year, because hey, these years past, we were just talking about what happened in 2017. Oh wow, what a year.
And you know, for young people to get involved, this is a great time because a lot of them have probably seen the stress of the last election. And
Right.
so
That's a good example.
Yeah, that's a good example. So you want to become involved, and I think more young people are going to do that.
And on your show, you tell us a little bit about the things that you're pushing and some of the guests that you have on your show as far as health is concerned.
Well, I have Dr. Melissa Clark, who's also been on your show and wrote a book. She does something that's, I think a lot of doctors are probably going to do, is to combine Eastern and Western philosophy when it comes to your health. And so
East and Western philosophy concerning your health. That's a good topic. Tell us about it.
Yes. Well, all I can tell you, but you know, there is something for, you know, our ancestors used herbs and things to help for healing. And so there are a lot of, you know, Eastern ways of healing that we can benefit from. But so I'll talk about health, I'll talk about fitness, I talk to entrepreneurs, which a lot of them, which a lot of them, you know, end up coming on your show because we want to support different, you know, the young businesses. We want to support them as much as we can.
You speak about their health. That's a good subject because Prince George County is getting a new hospital. And the thing that I'm pushing, that all the citizens out there ask for some kind of research capacity that the hospital will provide the area. Now, remember when pneumonia was terrible, the flu and all of that? They found through research cures for those things. Now, one thing, this is a little selfish, I talk about arthritis research. Everybody, sooner or later, I don't care how old you are, you're going to get arthritis. You have joints, sooner or later you're going to have problems with those joints.
Absolutely.
And what I'm trying to do is get the people involved in the services that this hospital, which is located in Largo Plaza over there by the Metro, some kind of research. A good example of that, and you raise money and things like the various problems normal problems that people have, is that if you have a research, then you get donations. They talk about money, you know, for these different research facilities. But the idea is that people donate money when you get into. John Hopkins is a great example in our area here that have research at the hospital. I'm hoping that all of you out there, every last one of you, call the county council, the county exec, and make sure that this hospital is top notch, number one,
Absolutely.
and have some kind of research that the world knows about. Like I gave a good example of Johns Hopkins and other places that doing research, because when you have research, you attract money from individuals that
Right.
benefited from that
Absolutely.
research.
Absolutely.
So you get in a new hospital, but if you just sit on your hands and don't watch what type of service that they're going to offer you, this is now is the time before the bricks go up.
Absolutely.
Is to get involved with the county council, get involved with the county exec about having a research unit of some kind there that the world knows that, hey, if you're involved, you have this problem, but Prince George's County has the best facility in the world.
And especially, you know, now we have, there's a lot of aging. There
Right.
is, I saw on the news, it was last week, about children that are getting Alzheimer's. So
Children getting Alzheimer's, nobody
that
heard
is-
of that.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of research to be done.
Right.
Exactly. And they always need a donation or
Volunteers.
a volunteer
Right.
to help with those
And
up
that
on those
opens
fronts.
a lot of areas that you normally wouldn't be associated with
Right. And
when
we
you
look-
have the research.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit before we go about these turkeys again.
So-
We don't want these people
So
to
yes,
forget
I
the
want
turkeys
to
that
make
this
sure
organization.
we have it right. So
Right.
it's the Buffalo Soldiers Foundation of Maryland, and so let me just kind of flip back a little bit. That they're dropping the turkeys off here.
At 2614 Ken Hill Drive.
Yes, and it's suite number 134. And again, the turkeys will be delivered between November 21st, on November 21st, between 11 and 11:30 a.m. And I definitely...
Write this down now.
Yes,
You don't want to miss
write it
this
down.
turkey.
And it's the www.buffalosoldiers-maryland.net. So I really encourage people to go on that website, because maybe you can't help with the turkeys, maybe you can help with the clothing drive, or
Yes.
maybe you can help with something else.
Because they have other projects that will be
All year round.
all year round that you can volunteer and get involved. This has been Ed Brown. Hey, have a nice holiday. You know what I mean? Hey, these holidays come and go. Before you know it, it's Thanksgiving, turkey, then Santa Claus will be here, and we'll be into 2018. Take care. See you next time.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.